So hey guys, good afternoon. So myself, this is Hari Krishna Cheruku. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect with 12 plus years of industry experience as a real time and as well as a trainer. So I am a ITL certified guys. ITL means something like a change management, problem management, and incident management. I am a Red Hat certified system administrator, and I'm a Red Hat certified Linux engineer. I'm a AWS certified solution architect, and I am a certified Kubernetes administrator, guys. So, and I have a YouTube channel, guys, Tech World with Hari. So you guys can go through it and subscribe. You will get the more info about the AWS DevOps, guys. And in this class, so what gonna we will discuss? So we will discuss about the Linux, guys, the basic Linux and AWS, guys. I will one second. I will show you. So mostly we will discuss about the cloud, guys.
वाले के डब्बा पकले भेटिंग है
Cloud.
यार
So in
देखो
the
आगे
cloud, you guys mute yourself. So in the cloud, we will discuss about the core features of core features of the cloud, guys. Cloud environment, and so we will discuss a little bit about the Linux also, guys. So Linux also we will discuss about the Linux OS also. So because of every cloud provider are using the OS. The OS is Linux OS because of Linux OS is a open source, guys. So that's the reason every cloud provider they are using the OS called as a Linux OS. Something like the futures what we will discuss. So what we will discuss about the cloud providers and cloud services. The third one is cloud environment. So cloud environment, cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environments. So this is the core feature of the cloud environment, guys. So every cloud, if you know the cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environment, if you know these, you can able to understand the every cloud, guys. So for example, uh, cloud providers. So what are the providers? Cloud are providing by the AWS Cloud. Guys, you know, right, guys? AWS Cloud, AWS Cloud, and Azure Cloud, and GCP Cloud, Azure Cloud, and the GCP Cloud, and OCI Cloud, OCI Cloud, and IBM Cloud. So IBM Cloud and Alibaba Cloud, guys. So these all are the cloud. So cloud environments. These cloud environments are provided by the companies. AWS provides by the provides the AWS Cloud, guys? Does anyone knows? Amazon. Amazon company. Amazon company provides the AWS Cloud. Azure. So who provides the Azure Cloud, guys? Microsoft. Microsoft company. So created the Azure Cloud and the Google Cloud. GCP is nothing but a Google Cloud, guys. Which cloud? Google Cloud, and OCI Oracle Cloud, and IBM company only. IBM company created their own cloud as well, the IBM Cloud, and Alibaba it's a China cloud, guys. China cloud. So these all are the cloud providers, guys. So are the cloud providers? Cloud providers are AWS. So AWS Azure, GCP, OCI, and IBM and Alibaba. So these all are the cloud providers. So so before cloud, guys, so which environment they are using? So before cloud, so which environment they are using? They are using the data center environment, guys. So which environment? They are using the data centers. Data centers. Guys, why cloud? So why cloud came? Cloud came before what? Before cloud. So which environment they are using? So before cloud they are using the data center environment, guys. So data center environment. So what is this data center? What is this cloud? So I will tell you in this course. I will tell you the so which cloud, guys? In this course we'll discuss about the AWS cloud, guys. Which cloud? So we discuss about the AWS cloud, and in the AWS cloud the services. So AWS services, like I will show you guys. Yeah, so we'll discuss about the AWS. What is AWS? So AWS is something like it's a Amazon Web Service is a cloud provider. So they provide you the services and servers that you can use on the on demand and scale easily. So AWS has a revolutionary IT over the time. AWS powers some of the biggest websites in the world, Amazon and Netflix, guys. Amazon and Netflix. So what are the services they are providing? They are providing Amazon EC2, ECR, ECS, what these services. I will tell you guys, no worries. So I will tell you each and everything, no worries. So they are providing the services. Services means predefined. So predefined. If you want a server, so directly you can log into the AWS console and then you can launch the something like a VM, virtual machine, or a server. You can deploy your application, or something like you want a container service, you want a auto scaling, you want a lambda without server. So IAM means identity access management. So and S3 storage bucket, you want a storage, something like a same like as a Google Drive, OneDrive, like the same like as a S3. Amazon provides the storage solution, call it as a S3 solution. So and the RDS means so relational database. Manually how we are doing the, guys, mute yourself. Yeah, manually how we are creating the databases. Definitely we need to launch the instance and then we need to install the Oracle database or MySQL database, whatever it can be. But what they are providing, they already installed the infra and they already installed the database also. They are providing as a services. Same thing like AWS has a predefined services. They already created it and you just use it those services. So we'll show you guys what are the services, what is VPC. So the basic services, few of the basic services. So we need to learn those basic services, guys. And we'll discuss about the AWS cloud history. So when it started, cloud when it started, and AWS cloud number fact, use cases, and the infrastructure, how they are call it as, and the regions. And the regions, availability zones, and the data centers. We'll show you to guys. We'll show you to this. Mm, before that, just we need to learn the any one of the OS, guys. Any one of the OS we need to learn, guys. Right? So something like you are learning Java, Python, right, guys? Java or a Python. Guys, and can speak out.
Yes, sir. We are learning Python
You're learning Python, right? So why we need to learn the Python? So what is the use of to learn the Python?
To write
for certain
scripts,
problems.
To write
scripts,
scripts.
shell scripts.
So to write the scripts purpose, huh?
Yes, sir.
So by using Python, you can also develop the application, right? Develop the application, right? Or a website. You can you can develop your website by using Python also, right? So the code, so which is you are writing a script. So scripts is nothing but a programs, right? The programs is nothing but a code. So why you need to write the codes to develop the application, to develop the website, right guys? www.facebook.com, www.youtube.com, whatsapp.com, or whatever the website you are searching in the Google, right? That website will be developed by the any one of the programs, any one of the language, either Java, Python, .NET, or PHP, whatever it may be, guys. Right, guys? Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah. So whatever we developed the code, right? That code will be deployed under the server, right? Then only so we can see it in the browser. We can see it in the a browser or a internet, right? So who created these servers? So where we are keeping the server? So where we are keeping our servers? So in which OS is installed most of the real-time applications? So which OS is installing and which hardware servers are using and where we need to keep the server in the server, and so how we can deploy application in this server. So we'll show it too. So we'll show it on this class, guys. So this class will be on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, if possible, Wednesday, guys. So every day 2 hours. So every day 2 hours I will take the 2 hours class, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours class, and so we'll discuss about the Linux and AWS, guys. We'll discuss about the Linux and cloud AWS. So in the cloud, Linux and cloud, right? So this is the part of a deployment. So this is the part of a deployment. So this is the part of deployment. So whatever you are writing the code, right? So the programs, Java or whatever it may be, Python or whatever it may be. So once you build the code, then you can integrate the code. So that is nothing but a integration. So this is nothing but a integration. You know only how to build and how to develop the code and how to write the code. Guys, mute yourself. How to write the code and how to build the code. For example, if you wrote the code as a Java, something like if you write the code as a Java, so .java, right? So you are trying to deploy it on the web server like as a, so this is the web server. The web server is Tomcat. Guys, you guys are know the Tomcat, Apache, Nginx, Python, I don't know exactly, PySpark or something like, right?
By charm, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to deploy a code on the Tomcat web server, so you are writing the code as a .java, but the Tomcat web server does not recognize the .java. So it recognizes only .var or .jar files, right? So we want to convert from .java to .jar or .var. So how we can convert? We can convert through using the build tools like a Maven, right? So Maven converts from .java to .var. Then we can deploy it on the server, Tomcat server. So this is nothing but a Linux and AWS is nothing but a deployment, guys. This is nothing but a integration. So this is nothing but a integration. So what you are trying to learn, you are trying to learn the Linux and AWS. So this is nothing but a administration part. So what this is? So this is nothing but a administration part. So this is nothing but a development part. So after developing the code, definitely we need to deploy it under the server. So deploy it under the server. So how we can deploy it? So developer develop the code, but so who will manage these Linux and AWS? So who will manage? The operation engineers. Who are, guys? Operation engineers. So what are the operation engineers? For example, you are deploying your website code in the Linux machine. We need a Linux engineer. We need a Linux engineer. So you are deploying your application in the cloud, AWS cloud. We need a AWS cloud engineer. AWS Cloud Engineer. So what is the role of AWS Cloud Engineer? So he will build the infra. What is the Cloud Engineer role? The Cloud Engineer role is to build the servers. So build the servers and guys mute yourself. So to build the servers and deploy the code into a web servers. Guys, developer doesn't know the how to operate the AWS, how to operate the AWS and how to build the infra. Developer doesn't know. Who knows, guys? Either cloud engineer or a operation engineers knows the how to build the servers, how to deploy the code into the web server, right? The part of the half of the part is for developing the application and building the application. So then the other part is something like building the infra and deploying the code into the web server. So these are the two parts. Developers are doing a 50% job, and the cloud engineers or a Linux engineers doing the other 50% of the job. So if you want to deploy application, so if you want to deploy application, so we need to develop the code. We need to develop the code and so then so that code in where we need to deploy, where we need to copy that code, we need to copy that code in the server, right? So if you want to deploy our code in the server, before that we need to build the infra. So who will build the infra? The cloud engineers will build the infra. Whatever the developers develop that code, right? The build that the cloud engineers will build the infra and deploy the applications. So and they are providing the something like so if you are learning a cloud, call it as AWS Cloud. AWS Cloud, you know everything. Something like the services, services, the basic services, how to build the infra, how to build the application, how to deploy the application. You will know. You will know because of you are learning the AWS Cloud. AWS Cloud. Guys, now you understood the difference between developer and the cloud engineer or operation engineer. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or not? Guys, mute yourself, guys. Guys, now you understood? So who will develop the code and who will deploy and who will build the infra? Guys, speak out, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So in this course, so what we will discuss? So we will discuss about the Linux and the AWS Cloud. AWS Cloud and the basic cloud features. Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So are you clear about this, right, guys? So what we are going to discuss in these 5 days.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So first we will start from OS, guys. We will start from OS. So did anyone attended the last week that workshop, AWS Linux AWS workshop?
No, sir.
No.
No. Okay, no worries. Guys, what is OS, guys? What is OS? You guys remember? So this is the server. So in this server, oh, Selenium framework starts, huh? Shit. So Vamshi bro, are you there? Vamshi? Left, huh?
There is no OMC, sir.
Okay, the class Selenium frameworks in start in 5. So 1 second, guys. Something like Linux OS is installed and So if you want to deploy the code, right? So this is the web server. So this is the web server and Java and web server installed. The software is installed. Java and web server is Tomcat is installed. So we deployed the code. So this is the code we deployed. The code. So who developed that code? Who developed, guys? The developer developed the code, right? That code will be deployed under the server. So you know, guys, the development of the code, right? But you don't know after that. You don't know after that. So who will take care the code will be deployed under the servers? You don't know, right, guys? So these are the developers. Developers develop that code. This is the code, guys. So this is the code. So this is the code. Yeah. So this is the code is developed, and whatever the code, right? The code will be deployed under the server. Deployed under the server. So this is the infra, guys. This is the infra. I will tell you. So what behind this? Okay, guys. What is OS? Does anyone knows? Guys, what is OS? Does anyone knows?
Enterprise.
Enterprise D? Guys, speak out, guys. So if you want to get a job, definitely everyone can speak out because of in all the meetings. So I am also working as an employee every day. I am so we have a one stand-up meeting. In every stand-up meeting, so what are you gonna developing, or what are you going to do in the next days? What you did so past week? You need to speak out in the stand-up calls, guys. You need to speak out in the stand-up, guys. So now from now onwards, you guys can learn those skills, guys. Everyone can speak out, guys. If you know or if you don't know, you guys can speak out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So hardware user. So hardware knows which language, guys?
By
Binary.
Yes, binary language. Binary means
zeros and ones.
In the form of
very
zeros
good.
and ones.
Zeros and ones. User knows which language. User means you. You guys knows which language.
High level language.
High level means
English.
English.
yes. Very good. Very good. For example, English. So computer knows. So English language, right? So hardware doesn't know the English language and user doesn't know the binary language. So we don't so there is no possibility to communicate with each other, right? Because of hardware doesn't know English language and the user doesn't know the binary language. So there is no possibility to communicate with each other. So definitely we need a mediator, guys. We need a mediator. So mediator, who is mediator? Linux, OS is the mediator. So OS knows both the languages. Both the languages means binary and English language. So binary and English language, right? So whatever user conveyed something like A, so OS took that A and converts to the binary language. So binary means zeros and ones, 10 10 10 or something like so 10. It converts and whatever the whatever the computer give to the OS 10 00 10 00 something, and it converts and it paste into the convey into the user. It convey into the user. Guys, now you understood. So a mediator between user and computer is nothing but a OS, guys. What is OS?
Operating system.
Yeah. So I'm not asking about the abbreviation. OS, you know, operating system. So what is the operating system meaning? So mediator between user.
Computer and a user.
Yes, very good. Hardware or computer, whatever it may be, guys. Now you understood?
Perfect.
So OS is nothing but a mediator between user and computer. It's a mediator between, it's a interface or a mediator or a translator translate between the user and hardware. Guys, which laptops are you using? Guys, which laptops are you using?
Gaming laptop.
Windows.
Which
Mac.
laptops? Which laptops?
Dell.
Companies.
Dell laptop.
Dell
MacBook
laptop.
Air.
Dell. Lenovo.
Dell,
Windows.
Lenovo,
MacBook Air. HP Victus. HP Victus.
HP,
Uh,
Compaq, Asus, for example, guys. HP, Dell, Asus, Compaq. So these all are the hardwares. These all are the hardwares. Your laptops, your laptop companies. So in these laptops, so which OS is installed, guys? So which OS is installed on your laptops?
iOS.
So who
Windows
is?
operating system.
Very good. So Apple, which OS you are using? Macintosh, guys.
Macintosh.
Macintosh, I think. Apple using Macintosh OS. Yeah. Windows. Who is? Windows 10 or 11. Guys, 10 or 11. Windows 10,
10.
Windows 11. Before Windows 10, Windows, Windows 8, before Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows HP. See, these are the OSs. These are the OSs. So OSs can be two types, guys. OSs can be two types. So guys, in your laptop, how many users are using at a time? So how many users are using your laptop at a time?
1%.
Single user.
Yes, single user and multi-user. So your laptop and OS is single user operating system and a single user operating system and compatible with only one user. Their hardware compatible with only one user. Single user operating system. What is that, guys? Single user operating system and multi-user operating system. Guys, multi-user operating a system. So what is the single user operating system? So what is the multi-user operating system? So OSS. So your hardware supports only the single user operating system. So at a time only one person can connect the server. So but you are deploying a application, right? That application will connect how many people, guys? So more people, right? Millions of people are connecting your application. So there might be a chance of using the CPU, RAM, and hard disk, right? The processor, CPU, RAM. So that time we need, and so in our operating system, multi-user operating system can connect at a time multiple users. Can connect at a time multiple users. Can connect at a time multiple users can connect at a time, so multiple users, right? Now you know, so which user is used for the single user operating system? So does anyone knows, so which operating system is used for the multi-user operating system? Multi-user operating system, what are the hardware types? So which hardwares they are using for the multi-user operating system? Guys, does anyone knows?
Linux.
Very good. So Linux is a multi-user operating system. So Windows Server 2020, Windows Server 2018, Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2008. You guys understood? So who created the Windows operating system, guys? So which companies created the Windows operating system? Do you know?
Microsoft.
Yes, Microsoft. So Microsoft company created two types of OSs, guys. So Microsoft company created two types of OSs. So what is those, guys? Microsoft company created two types of OSs. So one is for single user operating system. So one is for multi-user operating system. The same way, hardware also, some few companies or some companies are created two types of hardwares. One is for single user operating system. So and one is for the multi-user operating system. So Linux is popular for the multi-user operating system. So multi-user operating system in the real time also. Real time also. So real time also used the most of the companies and most of the applications. So Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever it may be, guys. So whatever you are searching in the searching in the net, right? Google or whatever it may be. So those websites are most of the website are big websites are deployed deployed under the Linux only. So because if a Linux is a portable and highly secure. Still, few websites are deployed in the Windows also, Windows Server 2012, 2020 also. But most of the people, 80% of the people, 80% of the websites are deployed in the Linux only. Linux only. Why it is popular? It is a CLI and it is a highly secure and it is a portable. It is a portable. Guys, understood? Two types of hardwares. Two types of OSs. So which hardware is using for multi-user operating system? Dell, HP, and IBM. They are created hardwares for single-user operating system and multi-user operating system. So what is the hardware they are using for the multi-user operating system? Dell Latitude is for the Dell Latitude is for the guys. Tell me. So which hardware are you using? Dell Latitude, right? Dell Latitudes, right? Or HP EliteBook or HP ProBook, right? But in the companies, multi-user operating system, for that multi-user operating system purpose, they are using Dell PowerEdge R710, 610. So those are the images they are using, guys. They are using. Guys, understood? So guys, are you following, right?
Yes.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
yeah, are you following, right? Yeah, I will show you. So these are the hardwares. These are the hardwares. So for deploying our application, because of more people are connecting the servers, right? So we need a big resources. We need a big resources. So that's the reason they are using. So they are using this hardware Dell PowerEdge R710, this hardware for deploying our application. Guys, understood? Yeah. So which hardware is for a single user operating system? Dell Latitude. So Dell Latitude versions, right? So this is the hardware. For example, guys, I'm telling for example only. So for example, are you using this hardware for the single user operating system? So now you understood, guys. So which OS is used for the single user operating system and which hardware is used for the single operating system and which OSs are using for the multi-user operating system and the hardware also. Guys, now you understood? Guys, now you understood or not? Yes, right? So in which hardware the Linux will be installed? So Linux PowerEdge, Dell PowerEdge R710. In this server, they install the Linux OS and they install the Java Tomcat. then they deployed the code, and it will be see it in the end user will see it. So the end user will see it the application. Guys, understood? Guys, understood, right? So where we deployed our applications in the real time? Guys, tell me. In the guys, tell me. So here, right, here we are deploying our application. So this is the server. One second. Yeah. So this is the Linux OS. This is the code, and this is the Tomcat web server. So here, yeah. So this is the server, guys. In this server, so we installed the Linux OS. Then we installed the Tomcat Java. Then we installed the softwares like Java Tomcat. Then we deployed our code, right? So in this server, now you understood. So where we are deploying our application, where we are deploying our code, guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right? Yeah. Now the magic begins. Now the magic begins. Dell PowerEdge R710 images, right? I will take one image. So this is the image I'm taking. So this is the image I'm taking. Yes. Yeah. So this is the image. So this is the server, guys. So this is a hardware, right, guys? So this is the hardware, guys. One thing I remember, I forgot, guys. So which mobile phones are you using, guys?
OnePlus.
So OnePlus,
Realme.
Realme,
iPhone.
iPhone, guys. So Realme, iPhone, or Realme, Oppo, OnePlus. So which OS is this? Is the hardware, right? So which OS is installed on our machines, guys? So which OS is installed on on our mobile phone? So this is the
Android.
hardware, right? Hardware directly we cannot interact. Definitely there will be a OS is installed. Which OS, guys?
Android.
Which? Yes, Android OS. Android OS is installed. Android OS is installed. Without Android, you cannot connect with this. You cannot interact with this mobile phone. The same like as a. So which Wi-Fi routers are you using, guys, in our home?
Geo Fiber.
Geo Fiber. Geo Fiber. Next,
Act.
Act Beam, something like a beam, right? Act. Next, Airtel, right? You guys are changed your Wi-Fi username password, right, guys? Changed
Yes,
your
sir.
right? Geo Fiber, Geo Fiber. So for example, Geo Fiber, guys. So Geo Fiber. So these are the hardwares. This is the hardware, right, guys? You changed your Wi-Fi username and password, right? So this is the hardware, right? How the hardware, so you cannot directly interact with hardware, right? So cannot directly interact with the GeoFiber hardware. Definitely there will be a OS is installed. So that's the reason you changed your username and password, Wi-Fi username and password. Definitely, so definitely the hardware, in the hardware, so there is a OS is installed on that hardware. So then only we are able to communicate. If the hardware, so you are interacting with any hardware, definitely there will be a OS is installed, guys. From now onwards, you guys remember, in any hardware, if you are interacting with any hardware, definitely there will be a OS is installed. Otherwise, we cannot interact with the hardware because of hardware knows only binary language. You knows only English language. So how you can interact with this hardware? Definitely there will be a OS is installed on that machine. Let's mute yourself. Okay, from now onwards, guys, remember, if you are interacting with any hardware, either video games or whatever it may be, so if you are interacting with any hardware, definitely there will be a OS is installed. Okay, You guys can remember. Yeah. So this is your hardware, right? Hardware knows which language, guys? Hardware knows only binary language. So how you can interact with this hardware? You can interact with hardware. Definitely you need to install the any one of the OS. So Linux OS is installed. Then now I am trying, I'm able to, now I am able to interact with this hardware. Then what you do, guys, install the Java and Tomcat, because of your code is deployed through the Java and Tomcat. So this is your Tomcat server. So then you can deploy your code. Code means a website, something like facebook.aware or jar. So your code will be deployed under the this server. So whatever the end users, right? Yeah, so these are the end users. So they are searching over the internet. Then they are able to access this facebook.var. Facebook.var. Now you understood, right? So you are writing the code, and code will be, you are writing the code, and the code will be, so you are writing the code, and the code will be deployed under this server. So deployed under this server. So this server, so where you keep this server, you keep this server in the home, right, guys? You keep this server in the home or a house. Home or house, guys. You deploy this server in the home or house, guys, right? So you have a one power backup and one internet backup. So one power backup and one internet backup. So you developed, you are a developer, and so you are a operation engineer and a developer. You keep your server in the your home. You keep your server in the home, and you install everything, and you deploy the code. So you have a internet. So you have a one internet backup, and you have a one power backup, guys. So this Facebook UI, the website is looking good, and every day the people are signing up, guys. How many people are signing up? Every day 5,000 people are signing up this, signing up the, or something like 1,000 people are signing up, creating account in the Facebook, guys, because of this website looks good, the social media website looks good, and every day they are signing up, they are creating their own accounts in the 100, something like it's continue from the 1 week. So 1 week means 7 into 1,000, guys. How many users? 7,000 users are created their account in this a Facebook website. So how many users? 7,000 users. So we have a one power backup, and we have a one internet backup. So this 1 week there is no power failure, there is no internet failure, guys. So after 1 week, after so 1 week, after 1 week, the power goes the power goes down every 1 hour. The power goes down every 1 hour. So that time the site will be reaching, or the site cannot be reached, guys. That time the site will be reached, or the website will be able to open or not, guys. So that time if the power goes down, the server automatically goes down, right? If the server goes down, the application will not accessible. The application will not accessible. That time end user facing the issues, I like site cannot be reached. Site cannot be reached means your application unable to access the Facebook application. So after 2 hours, every 2 hours, the internet goes down and came back. The internet goes down and came back. So that time also they are facing, so site cannot be reached. That time also they are unable to access the Facebook website. So they are frustrating, and so they are removing their accounts from the, they are deleting, or they are removing their accounts from the Facebook. So after 1 week, so they decreased the people, something like every day 700 or something like 800 people are removing their accounts in 7 into 2. Only how many people are there? Only 1,400 people are there. So 7,000 people are signing up for the account. If the only one power backup, one internet backup, so that is the reason the people are frustrating on the website. They are removed their account. So I deployed this server in the my home, guys. So who is this? I deployed. So I kept this server in my home. So I need a solution, guys, right? I need a solution. Need a solution. Need a solution. Which solution we need, guys? So which solution we need? So we need a multiple power backups, guys. Multiple power backups. Multiple power backups and multiple internet backups. So multiple internet backups. So who will provide this solution? So who will provide this solution? There is a solution called it as a
Clouds.
data center. What is that, guys? Data center. So before cloud, there is a data center. Before cloud, there is a data center. After the data center, so they introduced a cloud. Both are same. Both are the same, but before cloud, the data center comes into the picture. So what is that, guys? Name call it as a data center. Guys, everyone can speak out. So what is that name, guys? So name call it as a data center.
Data center.
What data center provides? So what data center provides? The data center provides a rental space to keep our servers in the data centers. And what they are providing? They are providing the 99.99% high availability and durability and reliability. So they are providing the multiple power backups and they are providing the multiple internet backups. So high availability is 99.999%. High availability is 99.999%. Guys, understood? So what is a data
Yes.
center? Guys, what is a data center, guys? So data center is a solution. So they provides the rental space. They provides the rental space to keep our servers. They are providing the rental space. What they are providing? They are providing a rental space to keep our servers. To keep our servers. Guys, understood? How data
Yes, sir.
center comes into the picture? Yeah, we'll show you guys. So what is the data center? In Hyderabad, something like a control-less. So what is the data center, guys? So control-less is the data center. So control-less is the Asia's largest rated 4 data center, guys. So what this is? So it is a data center. So what is this? So this is the data center. So what data center provides? A data center provides a rental space for to keep our servers. To keep our servers. Guys, understood? So for example, so this is the data center. I will show you guys. Data center racks. Yeah, guys, you see? So yeah, so now you understand. So this is the data center, guys. So what they are providing? Something like they are providing the rental space. You see? So this is the the data center will build up with the racks and servers. So what they are providing? They are providing the rental space. These racks are kept in the data center. So if you want to keep your servers in the data center, so you can keep your servers in the data center. If you can you can pay the rent, you can pay the amount for the data centers, right? Understood, guys? So these all are the servers. What? These all are the servers. So you keep the data center, you keep the server in the data center. What they are providing? They are providing multiple internet backups and multiple internet backups and multiple power backups. The site will not goes down. So that I will not goes down. If the application, if the server is down or something like a site cannot be reached. So it is showing something like the site cannot be reached. So you see, guys, so that google.com, the site cannot be reached. That's an, if you search the www.facebook.com, so the site cannot be reached because of the your server is down state. Your internet is goes down in the server. So that communication between you and the server is No, that's the reason the site cannot be reached. Showing the site cannot be reached. Showing. So what is the solution, guys? The solution is data center. So data center provides the racks. In the racks, you guys can data center provides the racks. In the racks, you can keep your server. You can keep your server. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or not?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Guys, now you understood what is data center. So data centers. So the data centers provide something like in Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, or Delhi, Kolkata. The data centers are available in this locations. So you can search it, guys, any data center. So and you will get the quote and so which one is the best quote they are giving. So then you will take from that data centers, right? Take that data center. Guys, now you understood what is data center, right, guys? Yeah, guys. So this is your Dell PowerEdge server. So this is your Dell PowerEdge server. So guys, so this is a app server. So this is the app server. So this is the DB server. Guys, understood what is app server? What is DB server? So this is our server only. So something like Dell PowerEdge server. So if you want to interact with the server, so there will be a OS is installed on that server, Linux OS, right, guys? So Linux OS, and the guys. So we need to deploy the code, right? So here you install the Java and Tomcat. Tomcat, right? But here you install the which, guys? Oracle database. Oracle database you installed. So that is the reason this is a database server. That is the application server. Your application code is deployed in this server and your database server is deployed in this server. So here you deployed the Facebook dot aware or jar. So under your database, something like once you click the www.facebook.com, so it will be showing the sign up button or a login button, right? Facebook.com. So it is asking the username and password for login or create a new account. If you click the login, if you use the username password, so the application, so this page, right? This page is so only in the app server the code will be there for the web pages. The data will be stored under the database. The data will be stored under the login information, login password information, the username and password information, password. So password information will be saved under the database. Once you log into so there will be a connection between these two servers. So once you provided the Facebook username password, then it will check the username is correct or not. Then it will open your pages. Right, guys? This is a environment. Guys, understood? So this is the environment. So this is the environment. So your application will be your application and database will be located in this environment. What this environment? This is a production environment. What this is, guys? So this is a production environment. And we forgot one thing, guys, the Linux. Who developed the Windows, guys? Windows OS. Who developed Windows OS? Guys, which company? Guys, which
My
company?
Microsoft.
Very
Sir,
good. No, Microsoft only. Do you know Linux? Who developed the Linux OS? Do you know who developed the Linux OS? Guys, do you know who developed the Linux OS? Who is?
Lewis Strode.
Very good. You attended the last session, right? That workshop. Your name, good name, very good. Dhiraja.
Yes.
Yeah, Dheeraj, very good. In 1991, you know or you don't know, you guys can speak code, guys. I already told you, right? I already informed you in the starting classes. So if you joined any company, so definitely you need to speak out. So you need to speak it in. So there will be every day there will be a stand-up meetings are there. You need to speak yourself and you need to convey what you are doing. So they assigned a one task to you. So what is the progress of task they are asking in the everyday in the stand-up calls? Something like what you are saying. I build the infra. Then I am trying to install the OS on the servers. So this is the progress you are saying. Next week, what you are saying? Yeah, I installed the Java Tomcat softwares in the app server and Oracle database in the DB servers. Yeah, so I'm trying to install the Java. This week I am trying to install the Java Tomcat and Oracle databases. So the next week you say you said like that. So our application, our infra provision, our infra provision. So we can use for this open. You can use. See, this is ready to use. You saying something like, guys understood? You guys can speak out, guys. In 1991, Linus Torvald. Who is guys? Linus. The name is Linus Torvald. Linus Torvald in 1991. He studied in one of the university, and his mentor is a mentor. Guys, does anyone knows? So what is the mentor? What is the mentor? So I am the mentor for you guys for few days, for 5 days. I am
Who
the
teach
mentor for
the
you.
subject?
Sorry.
Who teach the subject to this?
Yes, not a subject. So your guider, yeah. So who will guide you? So who will give the KT? You know, guys, KT means knowledge transfer. So you don't know, right? The entire application. What is the application? So we are building which services we are using. So what are the infra we are using? So initial days. So someone assigned to you. So that guy is nothing but a mentor. So they will provide you the KT to you, knowledge transfer to you. Okay. So his mentor is asking, to create a OS. So based on the Unix OS, he created a one OS called as a Minix. He created a one OS called as a Minix OS. So what is the name of the OS, guys? The name of the OS is, guys, tell me. Minix. Guys, speak out, guys. So the OS is Minix. So Minix created based on the which OS, guys? Based on the Unix OS. Guys, listen careful. So Unix, based on the Unix OS, they created the Minix OS. So Minix OS is having some drawbacks. Drawbacks means there is no network. So if network is there, we are unable to access, right? So there is the drawback is nothing but the network. There is no enabled, not enabled the network. So not enabled the network. Then he overcome the those issues, and he created a new OS. He created a new OS, and he is thinking to keep a new name for that OS. He is thinking to keep the new OS, put the new OS for the new OS name for this OS. What he did, finally he created a finally he created the name. Finally he created the name. The name is called it as a. So what is the name, guys? Linux. How Linux came into the picture? I will tell you. Now you understand. Yes, guys. So what is his name, guys? So what is his name? Guys, what is his name? Guys, so what is his name?
Linus Torvald.
Linus Torvald. He took the first four letter from his name. What is that, guys? First four letters from his name. What is the first four letters? No. So he took the Based on the Unix, right? He took the last letter from the Unix. Last letter from the Unix. So then Linux comes into the picture. Linux OS. Guys, understood how Linux OS comes into the picture? So in 1991, Linus Torvald studied in one of the university, and his mentor is asking to create a new OS. So based on the Unix OS, he created the new OS called as a Minix OS. Minix OS having some drawbacks, and he overcome those drawbacks and created a new OS, and he is thinking to put the new name for the OS. So how Linux came into the picture? First four letters from his name and the last letter from the Unix he took, and they created as a Linux OS. Guys, understood? Guys,
Yes, sir.
understood? Yes. Yes. Very good. Now you understood how Linux OS came. Now you understood. Yeah, guys. So who is developed the Linux OS? Who is developed, guys? So who developed the Microsoft Windows? Microsoft. Who developed the Linux? Who developed the Linux, guys? Who
Linux.
is
Linus
Torvald.
Torvald.
Linus Torvald? Guys, understood? Who developed the Linux OS? Linus Torvald developed the Linux OS. Who developed the Windows OS? Microsoft developed the Windows OS. So Windows OS, and he developed the Linux OS, right? He released as a open source. So Linus Torvald released as a, so this OS, right? So he released as a open source. Does anyone knows what is open source? Guys, so do you
Anybody
know?
can access. Anybody can access.
Free of
Any
cost.
system we access the code.
Very good. So who are learning Java? Who are learning Python? So Java is a open source, right, guys? Java is a open source. So open source means we have a 2 points. One is free of cost. Free of cost means it freely available. So freely available. And the second point is source code also available. Source code also available. Source code also available. What is source code, guys? Does anyone knows what is source code? Source code means you developed the Linux OS, means Linux OS is a software. Linux OS is a software, right, guys? So how they are developing the software? A software or a website? They are developing the software website. So software. So Linux OS is a software. So developed by Linus Torvald. In which language they developed they developed through C language. So what is that, guys? C language, Java language, Java. So he developed through C language. So there is a code, right? The code. How he developed the Linux OS? They developed the Linux OS through code. So the code, right? Source code is nothing but the code. So how he developed the Linux OS, right? The programs, the code also available. It's freely available. What is open source, guys? Open source is nothing but a free of cost, and source code also available. Source code also available. So what is commercial, guys? Does anyone knows what is commercial? Commercial. So commercial means so we need to buy the licenses, right? We need to buy the licenses for using the software. So Microsoft family, every software we need to buy the licenses before use it. So all the Microsoft products are commercial. All the Microsofts are products are commercial. So Linux is a open source. Guys, now you understood? Guys,
Yes, sir.
guys are able to understand? Yes, right? What is open source? Open source is nothing but a free of cost, and source code also available. So what is Microsoft? Microsoft Windows or the commercial. So if you want to use any Microsoft product, Microsoft Office, Microsoft mail, Microsoft Mail, or something like a Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Teams, so everything, Microsoft Windows, all the Microsoft products are commercial. So if you want to use those software, definitely we need to buy before use. Before use we need to buy it, then we can able to use that product. But so his competitor, so Microsoft who is the Microsoft competitor? Linux is the Microsoft competitor. So Microsoft is released as a commercial and Linux is released as a open source. Linux is released as a open source, and Linux is a CLI. What is that, guys? Linux is a CLI. CLI means, so Windows is a GUI. So Linux is a CLI. What is GUI? What is CLI? Guys, tell me.
Graphic user interface.
Very good. Very, very good. Graphical user interface. Interface. Your Windows is graphical user interface. Minimize, maximize, open, double click, single click. This is the folder, file. Now you know, because of this is a graphical user interface. Your Windows is a graphical user interface. So Linux is a, what is CLI, guys? CLI is CLI. Yes, very good. Tell me.
Command line
Command line interface.
Command line interface. So command line interface means how you can interact with this OS, guys. How you can interact with the Linux OS? Through commands only. Through commands only. How you can interact with the OS? You can interact with the OS through commands only. So through commands only, your CMD, guys. So what is that? Your CMD. So in your CMD. So this is the black screen, right? How you are interacting with this OS. So you can, so this is the, so this is the command line interface. So this is the black screen. So they are providing the command line. If you want to interact with this OS, you need to provide the commands cd, mkdir, mkdir, just dir, right? So you can use, you can interact with this OS through commands only. So through commands, guys, mute yourself. Guys, mute yourself, right? GUI, graphical user interface, and CLI is nothing but a command line interface. Command line interface. Guys, mute yourself. Guys, now you understood? Yeah. So Linux are released as a, guys, you understood, right? So this is our environment. I will show you. I will show you later, guys. So what is this environment? I will show you. So this is a, so this is a data center. In this data center, your environment is production environment, your app server and DB server. So Linux OS, right? So who developed Linux? Linus Torvald. So Linux OS. But you are not using Linux OS. So you are using different flavors of the Linux. I will tell you now. What are the flavors? So Linus Torvald are released as a open source, right, guys? Linus Torvald are released as a open source. So they provided the source code also. If source code is available, right? Your Facebook code or WhatsApp code is available, freely available. You don't write to, you don't write the code. So directly, you don't write the code. So what I can do, I have a Facebook code, right? So I replace the wherever the Facebook is, right? I replaced with the bookface and I released as a bookface.com. Bookface.com. Because of, so I have a code. I don't want to rewrite the code, right? I don't want to write the code for this website. It's a freely available, right? I took that code and I can create whatever I want. I can create whatever I want. Guys, understood? I took the code and I create whatever I want. I want, right, guys? Whatever
Yes,
I
sir.
want. Yeah. Now guys, now you guys are in the track. Now you guys are in the track. So now you understand the how Linux came into the picture. Yeah. So what he released as a open source, right? Linux released as a open source. Linux released as a open source, right? So what is open source? Free of cost, and source code also available. If source code is available, every company took that source code and created their own type of Linux images. So something like IBM company IBM company took the source code and created their own OS call it as a AAX Linux OS. The same way as a HP company also, HP company also took that source code and created their own OS type called as a UX Linux OS. The same way, Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems. Who developed the Java, guys? Does anyone knows? Who developed the Java?
Sun Microsystems.
Yeah. Who acquired the Java? So now,
Oracle.
yes, very good. Oracle is acquired the Java software. So he bought from the Sun Microsystems. Guys, understood now? Yeah, Sun Microsystems also took that source code and created their own type of OS. Call it as Solaris. Solaris Linux OS. The same way, Oracle company also. So Oracle company also took that source code and created their own type of OS called as a their own type of OS call it as a Oracle Linux OS. So Oracle Linux OS. The same way, Red Hat. What is that, guys? Red Hat Inc. Red Hat company. So created three types of OSs. So one is Fedora Linux OS. CentOS Linux OS. CentOS Linux OS and Red Hat Linux OS. So Red Hat Linux OS. Debian company also took that source code and created their own type of OS, call it as a Ubuntu. Ubuntu OS. SUSE Linux. FreeBSD Linux. So few of the companies created their own type of OSs. So in our course, which OS we are learning? So we are learning these courses, these Linux OS. Most of the real time, they are using the Red Hat OSs, either CentOS or Red Hat. So you deployed the application, right? This is your server. In this server, you install the which OS, guys? Now tell me which OS? CentOS. CentOS Linux. So you install the which OS? CentOS Linux. CentOS Linux OS. The versions called as they started from they took the source code, right? They started versions like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Red Hat also same 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guys, now you understood the latest version of the CentOS is 8. The latest version of the Red Hat is 8. So which OS we are learning in this course? We are learning in this course CentOS 7. Which OS is installed on your machine? So in your Dell PowerEdge R710, you install the CentOS 7. Install the CentOS 7 OS. CentOS 7 OS you installed, and you install the Java. So which version of the Java? So which version of the Tomcat you installed? So which version of the Java and which version of the Tomcat, and you deployed the code. Guys, understood? Now you understood? So CentOS 7 is using on your on your on your mission server. Guys understood which OS?
CentOS.
Yeah, CentOS 7. So they installed CentOS 7. They installed CentOS 7. Guys understood? CentOS 7. Yeah. So you developed that, right? I will paste it you in this chat 1 second. So this is your, yeah. So this is your environment, right? In environment, which OS is installed, guys? You installed which OS? Guys, tell me now. So which OS you installed? You installed CentOS 7. CentOS 7. So this is the environment, guys. So this is the environment. Now I will tell you the environments. So what this is, guys? So this is data center. Data center. So what they are providing, guys? I will tell you now. IaaS. Guys, what they are providing? They are providing the IaaS. IaaS means infra.
Structure as a service.
Very good. Who is? Infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure means the servers. The servers, right? What they are providing, they're just providing the servers. So this is the data center, guys. Does anyone knows how many environments are there? Does anyone knows how many environments are there in the? So if you want to deploy a application, how many environments we need? Environments.
Hello, sir.
Sorry.
Sir,
Hmm.
while selecting an AMI, while connecting an EC2 instance, we give an Linux to Linux, no, sir.
Yes, AMI means
Uh,
Amazon Mission Image. The
uh,
Amazon Mission Image is a Linux image. So what is the Linux they are using? Yeah, I forgot to mention here, sir. Guys, good catch, good catch. So 1 second. Yeah. So IBM also took that source code and created their own OS called as a Amazon company. Amazon company took that source code and created their own OS called as a Amazon Linux 2. Amazon Linux 2 and Amazon Linux Amazon Linux 2023. So these are the two OSs, two Linux OSs designed by the Amazon company. Yeah, you are taking the AMI. Who is asking? You are taking the AMI means Amazon Mission Image. What is that? Amazon Mission Image. So Amazon Mission Image is nothing but I will tell you guys later. You don't know now. So I will tell you that clarity.
uh,
Okay.
okay, sir. But I am asking that Amazon use which Linux, so that's why I asked.
You see, saying Amazon Linux 2 or Amazon Linux 23.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
Linux? So launch an instance. You see, Amazon Linux 2023, Amazon Linux 2. So Amazon also created their own type of Linuxes. The Linuxes are called as a Amazon Linux 23, Amazon Linux 2. Guys understood? The OS name called as a Amazon
Yes,
Linux
sir.
2 and Amazon Linux 2023 OS. Amazon Linux OS 2, Amazon Linux 2023 Linux. Guys understood? So which OS we are using?
Yes, sir.
CentOS or Red Hat. So in our AWS, you guys can use it. Amazon Linux. It's a free trial. I will tell you, no worries. Who is asking? The environment, guys. So environments means, so does anyone having bikes, guys, in your home or your here? So do you have a bike either in your home or something like here? Car, bike. Does anyone having a bike or car? No, no, you don't have a. In your home also, your father bought the
Scooty
bike.
have, sir.
You have a scooty, right? Scooty you have. So where you purchased that scooty?
Showroom.
Showroom. Very good. So you purchased the scooty in the showroom. So before comes into the showroom. So before comes into the showroom. So for developing and for testing purpose. So how they before the what is the before? So what it comes before, something like how it comes to the showroom.
From industry or
From industry. Yes, very good. So from industry, what they did?
they assemble all parts
Yes, first
together.
they developed, yeah, manufactured. They developed. First they created or they developed the scooty, right, guys? They developed the scooty. First they developed the scooty. Yes, so they developed means they build the infra, something like we need two tires or something like the petrol tank, everything they designed and they developed, right? So this is which stage, guys? So this is a development stage, right, guys? So for example, this is the production. So this is the production stage. Production means so lively you are using it. So before it is the development stage. So development stage. After the development, so what is the next step? Do you know? After the development, we need to test it. Something like they provided 100 kilometers per liter. The bike, the brakes, the accelerator, everything will be working fine or not. Who will check, guys? Who will check? The testers, right? The testers, this is the testing environment. What this is, guys? This is a testing environment. In the testing environment, once they develop the scooty, then they move it to the testing environment. If everything is working fine or not, something like the tires, the accelerator, the brake, uh, the lights, everything will be they checked in the testing team verify each and everything. Once they give the sign off, then it move it to the production environment. Then it move to the production environment. The same way, if you want to develop any website, definitely there will be a development environment and the testing environment. The development environment and testing environment and the production environment. So what are the environments, guys? Guys, tell me, what are the environments? The environments are development environment. Yeah, tell me, guys. Development
Testing
development environment and testing environment. So testing environment, this is the production. So production means so live, whatever we are using the Facebook, whatever it, right? So this is the production environment. Facebook.com, this is the production environment. So your live environment is nothing but a production environment. Guys, now you understood? So the environment, call it as a, the production non-production environment is called as a non-prod. Guys, understood? What is non-production or a non-prod environment? So this is the production environment. This is the non-production environment. In the non-production environment, what are the environments are there? Dev environment and test environment and production environment. Guys, understood? So this is the environment, right? This is a environment. Yeah. So for every environment, what you need, guys? You need a 2 servers. What those are? App server, DB server, app server, DB server, app server, DB server. So each application, each environment, how many servers we need, guys? App server, DB server. So this is app server, this is DB server, right guys? So this is app server, this is DB server. So this is app server, this is DB server. You install the CentOS 7 and you deploy the code. Install the CentOS 7, deploy the code. Install the CentOS 7, deploy the code. Install the CentOS 7 and deploy the code. So first, so developers, whatever the developers develop that code, right? They test it in their environment. They test it in their environment. If it is success, then they will move it to the testing environment. Testing is nothing but a QA environment. Who will test here? So in the company, who are there? In the company, the peoples are. Who are the peoples? You know. Who will build the application, guys? Who developed the application? Guys,
developer.
very good. Very, very good. Developer. So developers are there. And who will test the application?
Tester.
Yeah, testers. Testers are test engineers, testers. So who will deploy the application? Who will deploy the application? Who will deploy the application, guys?
Product engineers.
Product engineer. One second, I am showing it to you guys. Yeah, who is this, guys? Who will deploy the application? Developer develop the code. Who will deploy the application? Who is?
Operations
Operation
engineer.
engineer.
Very good.
Operations engineer.
Operation engineer. So who are the operation engineers? Linux engineer or and cloud engineer. Cloud engineer. Guys, understood? So cloud engineer. So these are the Linux servers, right? Developer doesn't know how to operate the Linux OS because of he knows only how to develop the code. He knows only how to develop the code. Testers knows how to verify how to test the application. So who knows? Either operation engineer, Linux engineer, or the cloud engineers knows the how to deploy our application. How to deploy our application. Guys, understood? So these are the environments. So what are the environments are there? Non-production and production. The environments call it as a dev environment, testing environment, production environment. Understood? Guys, understood or not?
Yes,
The
sir.
same like as you can take it as an example of the bike, guys. How the bike comes into the showroom. So how it comes? It comes first development. It will be developed. It will be build the. It will develop the. It will create the scooty. Then it will test it. Then finally it will show it. Then it will be. Then it will be send it to the a showroom. Showroom is nothing but a production. So before it is nothing but a non-production. So before it is nothing but a non-production. Guys, understood? Now you got the clarity, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
before coming to the production environment, first developer develop that code and test it their environment. If it is okay, then they move deploy it in the testing environment. In the testing environment, QA people, testing people test the application. So if something goes wrong, for example, something means login button is not working. So login button is not working. So who will validate this? Testing team validate this if the application is working or not. So login is not working. So QA team found the issue, login is not working. Then you will send it to the development team. Again, they will check the code and they will resolve the issue. Again, they will deploy it on the testing environment. So again, they will check it. If it is working fine, then they will move it to production environment. So if testers are not testing the application, so directly we are deploying in the production, but login button is not working. If the end user is facing an issue or not, guys. The QA team not tested this application. Login button is not enabled. So is it an issue or not, guys? Guys,
Issue, sir.
issue, right? So that's the reason in the middle of a development and production, there will be a testing team. So they will test the each and everything, and they will sign off to move to the higher environment. Higher environment is nothing but a production environment. Guys, understood? So in the company, how many people are working for a software development? Developers are working, testers are working, and operation engineers are working. So infra building and software installation, everything will be taken care by the operation engineer. So what the testers are doing the testing the application. What developers developing the code. Guys, understood?
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
got it right? Got it right? Got it right?
Yes, got it, sir.
Very good. Very good. Guys, is it easy or something like a difficult? Are you facing any difficult to learn?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sharing all the images, guys. I'm sharing all the images to the Vamshi. Vamshi will provide to you guys. We'll share it in the group. Okay. And I will provide the recording also, guys. I will provide the recording also. I will upload it in the my YouTube channel, guys. My YouTube channel is something like a Tech World with Hari, guys. So this is the my YouTube channel. You guys can subscribe it. You will get the more content. Yeah, guys. So I'm uploading the content in this channel, guys. So you guys can watch the recordings in this channel. Okay. You guys can
Okay,
subscribe it,
sir.
guys. Okay. I will give you the recording link. You guys can go through that recordings. Okay. Yeah. So shall we take 2 minutes, guys? 2 minutes break. So how many people are there? How many are left? Yeah, guys. Very good. So very good. Yeah, guys, and now you understood, right? So you guys are understood, right? So finally, who will develop, who will test, who will do the deployment? Finally, so what we are learning? We are learning this the deployment process, Linux and the data center. Before where the infrastructure is creating, infrastructure is creating the data center. So nowadays, so where we are creating our infra, we are creating our infra in the cloud. But what is the difference? So what is the difference? So what is the difference between data center and cloud? I will tell you. So I will tell you all later, guys. I will tell you later. Okay, now so we can learn the Linux part, guys. Just we will learn the Linux. Then we will start the AWS. Then we will start the AWS. So meanwhile, you guys can watch the recording. Something like a recently we did the so Linux AWS workshop guide. Linux and AWS workshop. You guys watch this recording and whatever the Linux part, right? You guys can watch this Linux part. You will understand better. You will understand better, guys, and it will save the time also. It will save the time. Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sai Tejas are in AWS while selecting the EC2. So we give you an AML Linux. Okay, I will
Sir,
tell
I
you.
asked it before only.
Okay.
Before only asked.
Okay. So whenever we start
You
the
said
cloud, right?
also.
Yeah, whenever we start the cloud, right? So you will understand that. You will understand. I will show you that AWS material. Yes, this is the AWS material. Hey guys, so what is cloud computing? Why we go for cloud computing? So history and origins of the cloud computing, characteristics of the cloud computing, types of the cloud services, software as a service, platform as a service, infra as a service. Guys, it's already types of cloud services. The cloud, why cloud is popular? So why is cloud popular? So data centers only provides the infrastructure as a service. Only provides the infrastructure as a service, right? Infrastructure as a service. But cloud provides a software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So one is the reason. So why they are moving from a data centers to cloud? Because of they are providing the software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a. So infrastructure, the data center also provides the infrastructure. Cloud also provides the infrastructure as a service. So there is no difference between, right? Why they are moving from, why they, so why they don't want to move from a data centers to cloud? So definitely there will be a benefit, right? If you want to move from data center to other cloud. So the cloud. So what is the benefit? They are providing the PaaS here, IaaS, PaaS, platform as a service, SaaS, software as a service. So the benefit is they are providing the software as a service and platform as a service. Platform as a service. I will tell you guys. I will tell you tomorrow. So what software as a service, what platform as a service, what infrastructure as a service, and everything. So I will give you a small intro about the Linux. Then we will move to the AWS, guys. No worries. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It's understood.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, guys. Tomorrow at what time are you available? In the morning, you are okay to connect with in the morning.
Yes, sir.
No,
So
sir.
sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yes,
So
yes,
10
sir.
to 12, we can connect to 10 to 12 tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
So tomorrow.
Sir, evening is comfortable, sir.
So evening, right? Sunday, right?
Tomorrow I need to go for a church, so that's why.
You need to go for
Church.
church. Okay. Guys, raise your hands. So if you are okay with the 2 to 4 or if you are okay with 10 to 12.
Yeah, 2 to 4 is fine. Sir.
Okay, guys, I will check with Vamshi and then we'll let you know. Okay. So day two, what we will discuss tomorrow. Day 2, 2 hours class. So what we will discuss? So we will discuss about the how to install the CentOS 7. Okay, how to install the CentOS 7, and tomorrow we will and will show the Linux file system, hierarchy, and the basic Linux commands. We'll discuss about the basic Linux commands. Then we'll start the cloud. So guys, so we will discuss this tomorrow. Okay, guys, understood? So Vamshi will inform you the date and timings, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll continue from tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Guys, yeah, guys, be prepared for the 2 hours class or 2.5 hours. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
Bye.